I've made a few videos on this before, and it has to do with the simple fact that I have lived with roommates now for 2.5 years, and many of these roommates, well, not many, but usually about one, I'll have about one at a time that just doesn't sleep at night. And so we're going through 1, 2, 3, 4. So out of all 4 of the individuals I've lived with that do not sleep at night, never ever are they asleep before 6 or 7 a.m. Sometimes 8 or 9 in the morning before they fall asleep. Not one of them is someone that attempts to be righteous. I had to try to word that carefully because I don't want to look down at anyone or say I'm better than them. But I do. I'm driving to confession right now. I do try to continually work on myself, continually repent of inappropriate, sinful behavior, even thoughts, that I'd rather not have. So, yet these people also are kind of, all 4 of them are kind of living under a delusion. And so, for instance, I am a morning person, and I have a dog that eats breakfast. I make coffee early in the morning. I eat breakfast every morning. I'm a normal person, right? I go to sleep at night, and I am awake during the day. That's normal. Maybe not so much in 2025, I'm not sure. But they think when I'm making breakfast, or, I'm sorry, I'm caught behind a pedestrian. I'm sorry. Yeah, so they're under the impression that when I'm trying to make nothing but little mouse noises making breakfast for me and the dogs, or coffee in the morning, they're under the false impression that I'm going out of my way to disrupt their sleep, when nothing could be further from the truth. And when they make noise in the evenings, it seems to be purposefully loud, which tells me it's payback, and I don't involve myself with any type of revenge or payback. It's a waste of time. I don't want to be caught in that negative low vibration cycle. It's a cycle, and I'm sure we've all gotten caught up in it when we were young, at least once in our lives, with kind of toxic people, and it ends up not going anywhere good. It's never going to take you down a road that benefits you, right? And so if you're a somewhat rational person, especially if you're a believer, you're going to, as you age, never ever engage in retaliatory behavior. But because that's how they are, they think that you're the same way and that everyone's this way. And the whole reason that you're making that noise in the morning, it could be 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. That's when they're entering stage 4, That's when they're finally, their body is deep in sleep and they get woken up. They're like, I'm going to get that bastard tonight, And then you get payback for something that you didn't do, because you didn't make noise, and you're a normal person, so you do things during the day as opposed to during the night. But it's kind of my experience after going through this that no one, I mean, obviously there's someone out there, but no one that I know that stays up all night is someone that tries to be understanding, loving towards his fellow human being, and tries to really be Christ-like, you know, and want the best for everyone. And so it really makes that point home. You know, light has no fellowship with darkness, and these people are of the dark. And, you know, in Proverbs and Psalms, it sometimes even talks about, you know, that some people want to stay up at night and run around and do things at night, and those are wicked people. And the righteous are of the day. You know, they spend their wakeful hours when the sun is up. It's natural. It's the way God created us. So anytime you step out of what's natural and your identity and the way God created you, you're siding with the opposite team. It is not natural to stay up all night. We were hunters and gatherers, you know, for many, many years. You can't hunt and gather at night, you know. Why not use the benefit of the sunshine? So just wanted to make this video to send out a little warning. You know, be wary of anyone. Of course, they try to conceal this. And the average person that stays awake all night, every night, would not admit to it normally. And it's because there's nothing good that comes out of staying awake all night. You know, if you're awake during the day and trying to be Christ-like, you're going to bear good fruit. But if you're, you know, awake all night, what good fruit are you bearing when you're in your room all night long, wide awake? Most likely you're playing video games and scrolling on your phone or watching YouTube videos. And these people, because they don't have a desire to improve or to be righteous, they're not going to be watching good instructional stuff or religious stuff that they might actually become a better person from. So there you have it. Just be wary of people. When you become aware that this person does not sleep at night, be wary. God bless.